happy that you all stuck around. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I've done this, I guess this is my third or fourth open mic, and I've never had a problem except for today. And I think it's because it's the end of the year. I don't know. Anyways, my name is Brittany Parker. I also go by Natural Bree on Instagrams, and I am the founder of A Green Legacy. It's an organization that is built on supporting underrepresented cannabis entrepreneurs through both programming, through education, through community. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really ready for 2022 to come. So I would love for you all, if anybody wants to talk about their business, come on up. I want to hear about your business. I want to hear about like what wakes you up in the morning. I want to hear about what keeps you up at night. Come on, talk to me. Tell us about your business. Tell us about what you love about it. If you don't have your own business, but there is a business that you really, really love, please tell us about that too. Because listen, we're in and out 2021, and my gift list is pretty short. I would love to give my husband more things to get me for Christmas. I would also just love to support some bad ass women in business. So tell us all about your business. Please do. Come on up. I won't bite. None of us do. Hey,
Hey, girl. Yes.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Oh, good. Good. Do you see the people below? I see Debbie Speranza and Taye.
No,
Do you see them below?
no,
Oh, you don't?
no, not at all. I just see my screen.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I will fix that. We had this set up for you as a moderator. I will just correct that right now.
Well, and you know what? I'm pretty sure that I signed in very wrong. I think I did like auto sign up last time, and so it got all weird. So thank you.
No problem, girlfriend. I'm gonna have to pop out and I will fix this so that everybody else can come on. I see that there are 9 in here watching, so there are 5 other people in the ether. If you want to join the business open mic info, please feel welcome to do so. Use the blue share audio and video button, and we can bring you on stage to chat. And you're welcome to share with us about what you're doing in the world, the work that you're doing, your business, all of those good things.
All of
Please
that.
feel welcome to do that. And I will
Yes.
get this fixed right now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry about the
Debbie
confusion.
and Tay, I am excited to hear about your business. We can go in alphabetical order here. Debbie, what do you have going on in your world?
Well, first, thanks for having me up. I'll admit I was here. I'm going to call it the tail end of what you were doing, Brittany. And your personality is so fun. I was like, I'm totally going to get on stage next time. And so when you were like, hey, people come on stage, I was like, I'm set. I'm going to do that. So thanks for holding this space. I always have fun at Tokeativity events. I just hopped out of the Bridges conversation, which is always something that I love to be able to listen in on and learn from. So I am currently the Chief Learning Officer at Rocky Mountain Cannabis Consulting, which is RMCC. So we do compliance training, and I'm super stoked because the reason I hopped on stage this time is we have a certification program that we did for 2021. And now that cohort is full and we're done and we're moving on to 2022 already. So our applications are open. They close again on February 8th. But as a continuous learner, someone who like loves to learn, and I'm self-taught in a lot of things. I don't have a college education, but I'm smart as hell. When I read these applications and I see the growth of the industry and the smart motherfuckers out there who are like out there, you know, like making this industry happen, it is just it makes my heart sing, and I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so I'm going to pop my link in the chat.
Please do. What do people need to do in order to fill out their application?
There's a $75 application fee.
Okay.
But after that, it really asks, what are you looking for? At the page, it'll tell you all the different operation types. One of the things that we did for 2022 is, instead of having the entire supply chain, we listened to our students, and we realized our students aren't just growers and manufacturers and retail folks. These are accountants and consultants, such as ourselves. We're a woman-owned and founded company, so we've noticed that we found out who our target audience is a little bit, and it's a lot bigger than we thought.
Oh yeah.
And so it's really pretty easy just to apply. There is limited seating because again, we're only so big. We will certify up to 100 individuals per year, but we've got some exam windows and all that good stuff. So exam windows are coming up for my 2021 cohort. They're coming up in March, and they're all super jazzed up, and we're making like skills application,
Nice.
preparation courses for them. So I am
Yeah.
just loving the learning and wanted to tell everyone that it's out there.
Absolutely. So, Debbie, tell me this. You all are focused on compliance education. Is that across every state?
It
Is that
is.
okay?
It is. One of the benefits that we have, just the subject matter experts, the folks at RMCC have done all of these different operation types. There's only 4 of us right now,
Okay.
but we have that experience, and so most of our clients started out in Colorado and then in California, but we've got a lot in Michigan, Massachusetts, Maine, Oklahoma. One of the really cool things is my partner and founder, Brianne, she was actually part of the working committee here in Colorado when they first were designing metric back when it was called MITS.
Okay.
And then MIT sued them, so they couldn't call it MITS anymore. So I mean, just knowing it from the ground up, anybody can learn how to push a button, but your technology, if they don't know what the safeguards are supposed to be, nothing's going to save your ass. So what
Yes.
we do is we teach that infrastructure, that operational. What's an SOP? What's a playbook? What's a job aid? How do you train your team? How do you implement metric? How do you do a full retail audit or do a full manufacturing audit? So
I love it.
really, we're really excited about it because like we can tell from these, when folks first come on, and I'm taking up a lot of time, I'm sorry.
They're good.
There's like a 70% knowledge gap of what it takes to run these operations when you begin the program. I mean, you learn stuff right away. We've got templates to download, and so it really makes my heart sing that people can, I believe in generational wealth. I want my kids, I want my daughter to have my position. She is an
Yes.
instructional designer at RMCC. I'm proud to see she is a woman of color.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for letting me talk. I'm
That is
definitely fully
wonderful.
medicated, and I've done a couple of pipe hits here. So thanks, ladies, for letting me talk.
I feel like most of us probably have. So
Wow.
you're in good company.
Photo booth, like.
I love it. So if you are trying to get compliance education or you know people who are, please, please, please check out the link that is in the chat right now because you can get yourself certified. I work in marketing and I work with a lot of clients who have no idea.
Hey, Debbie,
From up to down.
can I ask a question, Debbie?
Of course.
Do you do anything in regards to like ERP systems and because my husband is involved with that and works for a company actually support one in Colorado, and they are starting to get involved in the cannabis and their metric compliance are the only one. It's SAP 1. Would you have interest in kind of maybe would that be a connection?
Yeah, we do. So we also do consult with, a lot of the biggest technology providers out there are powered by RMCC. They use our regulatory matrix. So,
Nice.
The Flow Hub, all the big folks. And so one of the things that we do is my partner, Bree, she will take on technology, technology folks such as yourself to see if
Yeah.
there's, you know,
Yeah, it's my
what you need to
husband.
do.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
was just kind
She
of at
only
this.
takes, I think she only takes a certain amount of clients, but Karen, if we can get in touch, I would love to give her a shout and see what kind of space she has.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of space or what. I was just thinking that if there was a connection there or learning experience that either one, you know, you're kind of similar in regards to it's all about technology and, you know, metric. And so, you know,
what we're
I
helping.
just thought that maybe this, I could give you my Debbie. I will send you, I'll do that thingy and send you my thingy.
Cool. Yes, exchange information. Exchange information. I love it. Tay, what about your business?
Hi, ladies. I'm Tay Ma'ad, and I'm a cannabis-infused mindfulness coach.
Yes.
Yes. I am kind of like combining a mixture of everything, right? I'm a yoga teacher as well. I'm a bud tender as well. So just helping people and women, specifically Black women, create other healing techniques.
Where are you based?
Self-regulation. I'm sorry, say it again?
Where are you based?
In DC.
DC.
Yeah, I'm in DC. I'm in DC. And so, but that doesn't mean that I'm just only in that area. We're doing virtual right now. And so it's just being available for all women who, like myself, I had issues with anxiety and I had issues with this ambivalent type thing. And sometimes I just, like I as a yoga teacher, I knew about grounding myself and creating affirmations and things like that, but making it a lot easier and combined with plant medicine and using cannabis, it's natural. And it was something that our ancestors, as all people, have been doing for a long time. They higher consciousness.
Yes.
On Netflix, there is a series about the mushrooms and how it is potentially believed that it was the primates that touched a mushroom and it provided, you know, a portal, if you believe that, a portal to higher consciousness. So now it's like we have access to information on higher consciousness, and we have access to a psychotropic plant, combining that and just having spaces for people to use that as a tool to manifest the life that they really desire. So I always say manifesting love, bliss, and beauty is with intention, right action, and cannabis.
Yes, I love that. How long have you been doing this?
So as a certified coach for a year, but as far as a yoga teacher and a coaching, total of 15 years.
Okay. Yes, and you're in DC, but I'm guessing that you do things virtually too.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a website, social? How should people get in contact with you?
Everything, and I'm going to type it in to the chat for you guys, but it is Indica, so INDI-co-wellness.com.
Nice. Okay. Someone asked, where did you get your coaching certification?
DC. I just wanted to tell you, I was born and raised in Washington, DC. My family is.
Hey, can you still hear me?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry?
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Someone asked, where did you get your coaching certification?
From My Vinyasa Practice.
Nice.
Yeah, so www.myvinyasa-practice. She is another, I would say, 500-hour plus yoga teacher, and she's also a yoga therapist as well. And so www.myvinyasapractice.com.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Zena, how about you? Let's see. Maybe I might be able to unmute you. But then there you go.
All right. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. I have too many things going on in the background, so it's messing me up.
Oh, you're fine. I'm dealing with the same thing.
Yeah, Tay heard this actually. We were on another session together. So I'm actually starting up a telehealth platform that incorporates cannabis with mental health and physical therapy. And, in line to what Debbie was saying, there are a lot of compliance issues. So I'm looking at the insurance compliance issues. And also you have to do a HIPAA and high tech because we're dealing with EHR platforms. So what we're doing is that we're taking how people are using cannabis and applying it to their existing diagnoses, and then working with the specialists to partner with them to help get to their patient end goals. So, for example, you have diabetes, and there was one woman I worked with who has lupus. She uses cannabis to help with her appetite. So, how can she use it and it doesn't conflict with her existing medications? So that's why we're using patient care technology that you would find in your hospital systems to make sure there's no overlap. And also your provider understands what you're doing, how you're using it, the dosages, your plan chart. And so we've created a platform to have that all encompassing and to integrate holistic care with mental health physical therapy. So yeah.
Yes, I feel like that is so needed. So the folks who are using your platform, are you working with their actual, like, with their doctor, or are you working with someone else?
So we're in the development stage. I'm going to put up our link. And you said that you were in marketing, so you would appreciate this. So we're doing our customer segment surveys right now. And so I'll put our link up there, and our link will take folks to our. Really appreciate it if folks could complete the patient survey so we have a better understanding of the market before we enter it. Where we are right now is we have our infrastructure architecture set up. So by that, I mean, we have the EHR, we have, so we're in New York City. We have to start in New York only because of state regulations and all the rest of it, where our network is going. So we're working with the Manhattan Alternative Mental Health Group. We have JAG1, who will also be our physical therapy team. And so we're reaching out to other providers to get them onto this platform so that we can help the BIPOC and LGBTQ plus communities, and to work with them to say this is a safe space, not only to discuss cannabis, but also to understand what your issues are as an individual health-wise. So I'm going to put this link up there. We're coming out of NYU right now, so I'm working with that team. NYU has a cannabis policy team because we're very aware of the history of cannabis in communities of color, and we also, because we have I'm actually finance and tech, but we have licensed physicians on our team, and we have a medical side on our team. So we have licensed clinicians there. So, we're trying to make sure that when we come out the gate, we do it correct, because we don't want to serve no junk to nobody. And we're like, no, understand how to use cannabis as a tool for your mental well-being, your physical well-being. Because people don't realize, I'm a runner. And I tend to take a couple of pulls before I go on a long run, because it does help with your joints and how it affects your nerves and your endocannabinoid system. So we're bringing all that education to the platform. And Debbie, I have your information. I'm going to reach out to you, because part of our platform is educating providers. And so that is a little bit of our network that we're laying on top of our overall platform. So that's what we're doing.
That is absolutely wonderful. Even thinking about just going to my own doctor and having trouble, like, being able to talk them through things. But then I'm working with one client right now who, they have a physician formulated cannabinoid line of products, and I remember they gave me some samples of it so that I could try it out, and I was like, oh my God, is this what happens when I actually am using the right cannabinoids at the right time? And so I feel like I need to reach out to you so that I can, like, connect.
And, in addition to what you're saying, it's understanding the combination that works better for you. So we're working with a group that they look at your biometric, and you can take, like 23andMe, you can take a swab and we can tell you exactly what terpenes, what combination of THC to CBD will work for you.
Oh, that's
we're doing that. But it's also important to know, if you don't, we're not really looking at products. We are going to look to partner with dispensaries, but more than that, people need to know what's in it. Was it in the minerals in it? What lab was it tested from? What results were in it? What came back from it? That compliance side is what we need, because we want people to be able to put this through their health insurance companies. There's no reason why this can't be paid for by your insurance providers. If you're able to, give out everything to big pharma, what happens to us? So that's where we're coming at. Like I said, there's not a lot out there. We just got our whole Instagram together.
Yeah.
More interested in
Zena.
science.
Yeah. When are you plan to launch officially? Have you all settled on a time frame?
So we're in round 3 of the NYU program. And so investors are starting to look at us now. But we're not planning to hit out until summer of 22, because we want to make sure every provider network is set up, that we have everything so that people are coming in and they can use it and it makes sense and it's clean, not some choppy crap. And Karen, I'm sorry, I think you were saying something.
Yeah, Zena, I was just
hold on, Karen.
Oh,
I think you're muted.
Okay.
There you
Can
go.
you unmute me? Am I ready?
Yep. Now we hear you.
Yeah, this whole mute thing, I don't get it. Sorry. Zena, but I did want to please, I want to explain what I'm doing, because I've got access. I've got an amazing, amazing access to bud tenders.
Mm-hmm.
My platform, something amazing happened, and I'm about ready to move to Mexico and semi-retire. And so I've made a big, huge connection. And I'll explain it. I've been smoking pot since I was 16, grew up in DC. But anyway, the bottom line is about 4.5 years ago, I got involved. I moved up to Portland from LA, and I got involved with Tokeativity, and I got involved with CBD, and I started Comfortably Numb. And at CBD for Seniors by Seniors Education Focus. And I started, this was years ago, I was able to get into retirement homes, and I was did senior centers throughout Portland, private parties in LA and Florida. And so then we came out with our own line of products. So I have a small little, it's just in-home business, haven't been really promoting it. But the thing that I have been promoting is education. And in particularly, I've started seniorsneedcannabis.com. And I put together a bud tender's guide on how to work with seniors, because I'm fucking tired. And I went to Jim Belushi and I said, why aren't you doing more for seniors? In Vegas recently at MJ. And I'm crazy enough to just go, hey, you guys are not doing enough. And I walked up to the diversity, the gal from DC, and she was lovely. And I said, you ain't doing enough for seniors, okay? You're doing a lot for everybody else, but nobody's doing anything for seniors. And guess what? We need it badly.
Yes.
I've been smoking pot since I was 16. I lost my 2 siblings to the horrible, horrible death to overprescription of pharmaceutical drugs. So what's happened is I am working with a company. This is amazing. It's called Learn Brands. And what they started, they're based in Colorado, and they started with an online learning platform for brands to come in and to teach bud tenders on their brands, on how to sell their brands. It's amazing. It's interactive. It's videos. The bud tenders get a gift. They're in 1,300 dispensaries to 26,000 bud tenders. Use their platform. They are putting my bud tenders guide to working with seniors on the platform. And it's going to be a monthly subscription. And because I've been doing this, I've been teaching and training, and I really get into it. And I was in marketing. Brittany, I was in international marketing for working for the Cannes Lions Advertising Awards Festival for 20 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I put together how to market to seniors. What's the difference between us? So what I've been able to do, the next step, and this is what I'm excited about and what I want to let everybody know, is that they're open to also I'm going to come up with a directory of cannabis nurses and medical professionals state by state. And the goal is, because in this presentation, I am really focusing on pounding into these youngins, walks into their dispensary and says, I got cancer. They need to have access to the medical professionals in that area and say, and have it all set up, and they can, and they're very open. They want to put this content online. So the Bud Tenders Guide is going to go up at the end of January, and I'm going to be moving to Mexico. And yeah, so I'm out of here, guys. You can have this country. Anyway, so I do want to let everybody know that this is going to be an excellent access to bud tenders, and they're desperate for content, and it's beautiful and what they do and how they deliver it, and it's interactive because you're dealing with, you young.
Can you put Karen, can you put the website up in the chat? And Zena, can you also put your website up in the chat too?
Okay,
I have quite a few people who are wanting to connect with y'all.
Yeah, and my I've got this company, it's seniorsneedcannabis.com. But this is, like I said, I'm going to be kind of semi-retiring, so I'm not going to be that involved because I want to get down and take care of my health. And I'm a very international person, and I've been living in Oregon, which is entirely way too white for my taste. I mean, gals, I grew up in DC, and I traveled the world, and I just no.
Well, I'm in Seattle, so I understand. You're
white around here, man. I'm at the coast, and it's just like, what? I'm sorry.
This is really perfect between actually all of you all. I mean,
I'm very excited about this, and like I said, please, I think this can happen in Zena. They're looking for content and bud tenders to teach, to educate bud tenders.
So Tay, that's you, because you're also a bud tender, right?
Right. Well, you would be going on to the platform. It's called Learn Brands. So
Learn Brands.
Right. And this is where you would go and, basically the manager, the dispensary, or the owner, it's a monthly subscription. And so there's all kinds of brands that have their, they're teaching about their brands to the bud tenders, but they want content. So this is, they came to me like begging. And it's so it's amazing. So I'm going to be able to have these bud tenders learn how to connect. It works out perfect. It's a perfect triangle. The retail shop gets connected to the medical professionals, to the customer. And as long as the medical professionals can know what the retail shops, they can give, call the retail shop, tell them to have, this, these cannabinoid perfumes with, et cetera, et cetera. And then everybody, and then the patient, the customer, gets incredible help from the dispensary and gets connected to a medical professional, because this is what's been missing, is the connection to medical professionals. I work with with people older, and I speak for my generation and above, and they really need it, but they need education, and they want to work with doctors. So let's get the connections. And if I can, I'm so happy because I kicked ass, and now I can, and sit back and chill.
Go to Mexico and take us with you.
Hey, please come visit. Please come visit. I'm in Lake.
You don't have to tell me twice, Karen.
I'm in Lake Chapala. Oh my God, I would know where. I will know everything. Puerto Vallarta's not far, and yo hablo español, and yo conozco Latinoamérica mucho.
Well, Karen, listen. When I show up on your porch, don't be shocked, because I'm coming there to vacation.
Please come, darling.
Bianca.
I happen to have a great fondness of women and people of all color, and in particularly internationally. It's been my life. So, and I grew up in DC.
Awesome. Bianca, what about you?
Listening.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Karen. No, I would love to visit you as well. Thank you so
Please.
much, Brittany. I haven't been here in a really long time, and it's because I've been working on something really great. So I'm having to kind of reformulate my story where I'm 42 years old right now. Yet when I was 8, my mother got arrested for possession with the intent to distribute with cannabis. And she lost custody of my sister and I. I went to go live with my dad. And from there, my mother really downward spiraled into harder drugs and addiction. And eventually, she lost her life about 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Nonetheless, my father has always raised me in a situation where you can make the best of whatever has happened to you. I have my bachelor's degree in sociology, and I focused on the understandings of people, like social cultural anthropology in essence, and kinesiology, how the body moves. But most importantly, I focused on statistics, and I focused on qualitative statistics, which is how to take somebody's story and how to make it make sense to other people. I
Mhm.
then later got my bachelor's degree in public health, and it really honed in a lot of tying into how where people are in life and what they have accessible to them is of the utmost importance, and how we take things away takes them away from their natural intuitions to health. So I want to be able to bring that in sustainable nutrition in essence. So
Okay.
I met my husband, and he's in the cannabis industry, and he was a master horticulture for quite some time. And I'm living in Oxnard now, but at the time we were living in Sacramento, and that was when cannabis went fully legal in California, which is where we are, and I've always been. Haven't lived anywhere
Okay.
else. But when that happened, we kind of took a turn in the industry, and my husband started doing more kind of advising people on how to do grows, but also he got into the CBD industry. And that was back in the day when CBD was like $10 a gram. It was like egregiously expensive. So when I wanted to kind of dabble in it, my husband was like, "Oh my gosh, it's way too expensive. No." So I begged him for a gram. And I'm thankful that he did, because I had a background in essential oils. I hope you can hear my kids laughing and having a great time while they're with their tutor and I'm able to get to these meetings. I was in essential oils and I hated the business, but I really got some education on terpenes. And then my husband had access to CBD, and he finally gave me a gram, and I made a tincture just knowing how to, FCO, when it's fat soluble, blah, 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 put some wild orange in it, sure it worked. But then my daughter, who was 5, maybe 4 at the time, she started having seizures, fever-related seizures, and I'd had the exact same thing when I was in high school, and I didn't want her to have the same route that I had. So, I was so thankful and fortunate that I had the CBD, because my husband said, like, "Give her some." And we had been to urgent care and ER for like $1,000 worth of urgent care and ER, and that $1,000 worth. And I gave her 2 milligrams of CBD, and her fever-related seizures were done. Yeah. So tinctures are a dime a dozen. We all know that in the industry. And I know that it's kind of hit or miss whether or not you need a niche in the industry. But
Yes.
the niche that I have in the industry is that I love people, and I love hearing their stories, and I love knowing where they come from. And when I was growing up, I made a lotion recipe. I've had it for 20 years. And I started putting CBD into my lotion, and it started doing well for my son, who had, dermatitis issues, skin issues,
Wow.
eczema, and it helped him as well.
Yeah.
And I was just not blown away. I was proven correct, but I was
Yeah, as what you
astonished
to what you
how I
thought.
was proven correct over and over. And through those good adventures, and just, impeccably personably applied science,
Mhm.
I was really able to do some benefit to the point where I have some investors now, and
Nice.
I have
What is
20 years.
Bianca, what is the name of your brand?
Bliss Molecules.
Bliss
is the
Molecule.
name of my skincare brand.
Okay.
Khaleesi
and
flower.
and I'm so sorry.
No, I haven't even.
I just realized
I
that we're
haven't
close
even.
to the end of time.
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh,
we
you
are
got it.
actually.
Yeah. Oh, is there a meeting coming up? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh no. But I have a skincare line, and I grew into 20 acres. I'm growing hemp, and I'm at my surety bond stage. So I've got 20 acres, and I'm here to announce myself to you ladies, and to anyone else within this space that I am in. My acreage is in Lakeport, California, about 2.5 hours northeast of Sacramento. And if anybody here is interested in hemp, I also, the entire process of how I got my hemp license, I have documented, and if women of color specifically want it, I'll give it to you. That's my gift.
Ooh, please.
I'm here for that. I've been brewing for a minute. I've been MIA, but that's what I've got right now for everyone. And I will have my hemp registration for 20 acres by January.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. And
ladies,
for everyone as well, reach out to me because that's what I have available for everyone.
And your brand, and I've seen it on Instagram, is Bliss Molecules.
Yes.
Okay. So reach out.
I will.
We got to head over to the main stage, but I am so glad to have met you all.
Absolutely.
And can we stay in contact?
Yes.
We need to all stay in contact.
I know. All right, we'll get in the next room. I'll see you.
Yes, I'll see you all later.
I'll see you in a second.
Bye, you all.